Are you ready to tell him?
I can't think of one reason why we shouldn't. Who wouldn't want to know?
Sure, we know.
Let's do it.
Welcome to Magnetic Beings, the podcast. I am your host, Devin.
I am your host, Heather.
We are
Magnetic Beings.
Expect the unexpected as we journey together, experiencing synchronicities and undeniable miracles.
To enhance your own inner power. Strengthen your already amazing gifts.
Shift your perspective and change your mind.
Learn more about who we truly are as beings.
You are capable of amazing things. You are a beautiful soul.
Love's the answer. Now's the time. Hi, love.
How are you?
Fantastic. I'm trying. Oh, there I am. That's me.
There you are. I love the hat.
Oh, you like that? Yeah. Look at matches like that. Peekaboo.
Take me to your leader.
Take me to. I was just watching. There's so many videos of people seeing UAPs and stuff, and I was watching this girl that I watch, and she always talks to the AI and gets answers and stuff, and she was asking why is it that there's all this uptick in seeing all these things, and the AI said that because collectively we have learned that they exist, and so that our collective view has changed, right? And then she said, well, do you think it's aliens, or do you think it's AI, or do you think what? And they said it's technology that we just can't understand, and it could be government. And I was like, well, my opinion on that is that if it were that, then why have the congressional hearing and then go, we can't talk about it, but we're here because our pilots are feeling like they're in danger or something,
Oh.
If it were of that sector, why would they need to talk about it? And why would the pilots not be aware,
Right.
I'm going to share this out real quick. Hold up. Wait.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you all for coming in. Thank you for liking the live.
It's good to see your face. I swear. I already miss you. And look, oh my gosh, can you believe I took this from you? I didn't even think about it though, but.
Well, I handed it to you, to be fair.
That's doesn't fit any device I have.
I was like, this is yours. And then I was like, I don't think it was.
I'll try and overnight it.
Don't worry about it. I have another. Don't worry about it. Yeah. All right, beautiful souls. Thank you all for coming in. Welcome in. We are recording an episode of Magnetic Beings, the podcast with Devin and Heather. So what an interesting introduction. We really wanted to come talk to you guys about how our event went and different things we've experienced since then, and things that happened while we were together in Virginia Beach. And I love that start to that conversation, though.
Yeah, I thought it was just right there. And really what I was looking for was Gulbenkian Tepe, my dream last night. I was just curious why I ended up there. I feel like that's a lead to something I need to investigate further.
Perhaps. So do you want to tell everybody what you were dreaming about last night?
Hi, Bill. Love you.
Bill.
I was dreaming that I was walking around this house that I live in, but and talking to, now I don't even remember who. I might have when I spoke with you earlier, but I was led into like these bubbles, these iridescent bubbles that would allow me to, like, when I walked through them, I ended up in another place where people were just existing and doing their thing. And ultimately, the one thing that stands out in my mind was ending up in Gulbenkian. I can never say it right. Gulbenkian Tepe. I think I said it right. And then I've talked about that, so maybe that was still in my head, but it was just like clearly like people just going about their day, doing their thing amongst this huge area that's now an archaeological dig that has been put on a 125-year wait to excavate due to they want to make it, they want to update it for tourism. Hi, Chuck.
Hi, Chuck. Thanks, Chuck, for the rose.
Yeah, so
That's fascinating.
interesting. Thank you, Chuck. Appreciate you.
Go, Becky.
Thanks, Bill. Gold Becky Techie. Okay. No, he's messing with me. I thought he was trying to phonetically. Bill.
You were trying to say it phonetically as well.
That's it.
He's
You're
a
in good
jokester,
trouble.
that Chuckster.
It was Bill. They're both
Bill.
jokers. That's why I love them.
Thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you for all the gifts. You guys are awesome. Well, that's fascinating. I had a dream too last night about you were in it, but we were working on something. I don't remember the details, and
We were very busy.
Yeah, we were. We
We always are very busy.
We were so busy.
Healers, for crying out loud. Come on.
It's like 24/7, always working. But it was an interesting. I remember it being an interesting dream, but I don't remember exactly. The only thing I could think about was during our event, our chakra meditation was with bubbles.
Oh wow, it sure was. And I actually thought about that when I came out of my dream. I wondered, like,
Yeah.
was I tapping into that meditation?
Yeah, you could have been. But I mean, intuitively, I'm thinking you're just crossing dimensions.
Well, I always look at people will say, you know how some people will talk about, they say they see hi divine, they see Bigfoot, and they see, you know, just different what are they called, cryptics.
Yeah.
And I feel like that the cryptics exist, and they're just multi-dimensional, so it's a matter of who's open to see them. And I also felt the same way about UAPs before they were named that, you know, because I could be sitting on the beach with someone and I'd be like, there's one. And they would be like, where, you know, and it would take me literally like having to go, look, you know, before.
Yeah. But I guess if you're not vibing on that level, you wouldn't see it anyway. And you certainly,
Yeah, some people might not want to
you're
see
alone and you have nobody to point it out to you, you know?
Yeah.
But even if somebody is pointing it out to you, I don't think if you're not on the right vibration, you're not going to see it.
Yeah, so they're just existing on another dimensional plane that is shifting in between the realities, I think. My opinion, of course.
Yeah.
My expert opinion on this would be that.
I agree, though, 100%. I think, and you know, the earth is ascending, right? So the earth as a whole and humanity and the collective consciousness is ascending. And I think that our awareness to all of these otherworldly beings is becoming more and more apparent because of this increase in vibrational frequency.
I love that.
That's what I feel.
I love that.
So Bill says, so seriously, what did you see on Tepe?
Oh, now you want to say it right. Actually, it was a bunch of people like working on what looked like gardens. And I don't know enough about the daggone place to know if that's accurate as to how they live their lives. But yeah, that's what it was. I almost thought it was a dream on gardening.
Oh.
What am I supposed to learn from this? You know,
To garden.
I have a little
You
ways.
grow your own food, girl.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. So I love growing herbs and vegetables. Unfortunately, I don't live in a space where I can do that. I mean, I can do it, like I can maybe do some ponics, but it's hard when you have a smaller space.
Yeah, sure. Well, you know, they've created these little, like, actually, Elon Musk's brother, he came up with this idea. It's like these containers that have, I believe it's aquaponics, which aquaponics involves fish being in the water, right? And then there's hydroponics.
Yeah.
And I want to say his is aquaponics, but I might be wrong. It might be hydroponics. But yeah, that you can do in a small space. Like he made them in containers, but they make smaller versions too. So you could do that if you wanted to.
Yeah. I definitely am interested in looking into more of that for sure.
It's a dessert or it's a desert. I always get confused with those two. Bill's comment.
He said it is a desert. So he's like, why would there be gardens? Because it is a desert.
Was that's the way it was. Yep. In my dream. That might have been just a left turn in the dream, though. I don't know about
It
that.
says, at Bill, I saw a girl in Tempe working on her tan once.
He would say that. Yep.
So anyway, so let's talk about the event, how it went.
It was okay. Let's do that. Let's see. So
It was okay.
we
It was good.
no, it was good. Yeah, no, I said I was just saying let's do that because the interesting part about our event is something that is a lesson, and that now's the time, because you came stalker mode, and that was so freaking fun.
Yeah, Joe snuck up on
Nobody
you.
witnessed this. Devin did not. I did not know she was here, and she came up all covered up in a blanket and scared me and to death.
Yeah.
And then
I shouldn't have done that. I don't like
no, that was awesome. Are you kidding me?
I know.
I
But
loved it.
at the end, I'm like, God, I scared her. I don't want to be that person. But
No, and I liked it though. I liked it. It was good. It was good because it was like I went from because your energy is not something that I would fear. So it was odd.
Yeah.
And when I was little, my house was behind my grandparents' house, and anytime my parents made me mad, I would go run up to her house, because she would be like, "Don't mess with her," But there was this tree between my house and their house, and my great grandmother and my grandmother both would do the silliest stuff. They would get behind that tree and hide and jump out and scare me, and it would always be like, ah! And I think because I've always been able to just so feel energy. It's just like almost excitement but not a fear type of thing. So it was all good. But yeah, then we went to view our location for our event, right?
Yes. And we were peeking in the windows and it was empty.
Yeah. We were like, no way. We got chairs, we had tables.
Yeah. So crazy thing is though, so the night before I had a dream that when I met with Heather, I was like, I had this dream that this place that we're having our event in was completely empty. And she goes, no, it should be furnished. And I was like, it was empty. Like, what are we going to do for tables and everything? And we get there and it was empty. And I was like, and then we were like, all right, we can figure this out. We can work it out. Everything's going to be fine. No, we're not going to worry. We're not going to stress. Spirit will guide the way. Mm-hmm. And then tell them what happened. You got a message.
I got a message from the owner, and there was a miscommunication between apparently somewhere on their side, and it was unfortunate, but we no longer had that space. And almost around the same time we found that out, we realized that it was going to be like 20 degrees or 29 degrees.
Yeah.
And so that kind of X'd out our morning meditation.
We didn't be by the beach anymore, so it worked out.
Yeah. But, and then, I said, well, we'll just do it at my office, which is a whole nother story too, that like my office is my office, but it is my brother's company that I've worked with him for years. Hi, Grayson. Love y'all. And so this is where it's easier to ask forgiveness than permission, right?
Yeah.
I thought if I tell my brother that I am going to come in there and burn some sage and have some sound bowls and a sound bath and meditation, and he would be like, you know what I'm saying? He would be like, no, wait, no, wait, my fishing poles, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, no need, because I have my own little space, and he's got his office has a lock on it. Nobody goes back there. And it's he's a hunter and it's hunting season, so not only is he never there on a Saturday, but during hunting season he does never in Virginia Beach.
Yeah.
So I was like, cool beans.
Yeah.
There we are.
So we cleaned it all up nice, like scrubbed the floors and swept and cleaned, like really cleaned the place up, and it looked really good.
Yes. And I even, you don't know this, but I took pictures of where, because it's a tow company. So there's like these big heavy boxes that were sitting by the front door for replacement parts for tow trucks. And I took pictures of everything exactly as it was, and I moved it into his office, the lock. And ultimately in the end, I put everything back exactly like it was. Thank God I took pictures because I forget. But so super clean. And as Devin is saging Aunt Patty, I see the little.
I got saged, yeah.
I see the blue tick coming into the parking lot, and I'm like, I'm getting punked right now, really.
Here comes her brother.
Yeah. Yep.
Was he upset?
He was upset, and it interfered a little bit with me, but fortunately the healing part of it was with you and Kelly. Y'all were doing the work, so I had to do some things, like I had to reset my password on my and I didn't tell him he couldn't come in. I was just like, I'm just letting you know.
Yeah.
So he wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, it's fine now. It's all good,
Okay.
But it was, wow. I had a lot of stress going on with me while y'all were having such healing moments. And I was so thankful for that.
Yeah. I can feel it.
Oh, I know. Feel it.
I can feel it. Even the day before. So the day before our session.
And I asked myself, I said, did I invite this? Or did I have a knowing?
What do you mean?
Well, the day before, what you felt was the stress from what I saw happening, that in my mind originally I thought would never happen, that ultimately did happen. So I was thinking, did I manifest it?
Probably.
Or was it a knowing? Was it a premonition? Right?
Yeah, it could have been a little bit of both. But I think you were so stressed, right? But you got it all out the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Better for the session until the stress came back when your brother showed up.
Yeah. Yep.
But
it was so beautiful, though. It all worked out good, and hopefully that my stress didn't bleed over into anything else. I don't feel like it did. I felt like it was so beautiful.
Yeah, it was great. It was perfect.
Like it was a lot of healing, and just the meditation was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I love that.
Yeah, it was good. Thanks, Spirit, because
Spirit's
the one that comes through and provides all of that. But yeah, so now after the event, and everybody who came really enjoyed it. Everybody who joined us on Zoom seemed to have enjoyed it, as far as I've been told. So I think that's wonderful. I do want to plan some more events with you in the future. We'll see, where Spirit leads us, but.
Wow, that was so cool. The Zoom, like being able to see the faces of all those beautiful souls.
Yeah.
I was just like,
that was really cool, because the people that come into the TikTok lives, and we can't obviously see their faces, and it was really nice to be able to interact with them and talk with them. It was really cool.
I loved that.
Yeah, I really did love that. And maybe we can do some more just Zoom events or Google Meets or what have you. Being at home, Zoom would be easier for me. It was hard to kind of, when you're away from the office, it's a little bit a different setup. So it was confusing to me, but we figured it out, and everything worked out exactly as it should.
Yeah. And something really freaking cool that happened, and I don't want to give away anybody's name or anything like that, but it was what happened with the shaman. Not only what happened on that day, but today,
Yes. Yes. It's absolutely incredible. So, I was walking, I'll tell my side of the story and then you can fill in
tell it.
what you heard. So I was walking, it was the first day I got there and I went and I scared Heather. Yeah, I scared Heather. And I was walking down and doing live on the beach like I do every morning.
No,
And
I'm sorry. It was the next day.
it was?
I remember it was.
Yeah, okay. So it was the next day. So I'm walking down, doing the live on the beach, just like I normally do. I found a white feather and I picked it up. And as I stood up, I'm looking and this guy comes towards me and he said, he hands me another feather and he goes, "Here, Sweetie told me to give you this." And I was like, "Who the heck is Sweetie?" And I was just like, "Oh, thanks." And then like he kind of like leaned down and gave me like a sideways hug. And I was like, I mean, he had very comfortable energy. I was like, "Oh, cool. Like that. How cool is that?" Like, ooh, interesting interaction. And, I just kept on with my walk. Well, it turns out Heather knows him. So he comes down to you.
Yeah.
And what?
He comes down to me and then he said what he said or whatever. And really, I don't think I want to go into all that part, but so continue with yours back to today. Yeah, I definitely know him. He's a shaman and he's lived there for years and they own a Reiki business at the oceanfront. His wife does.
Yeah, it was really cool because so he came down to talk to you, and you were like, that feather you gave to that girl down there. We're both on TikTok lives, and she's a friend of mine, and she does Reiki. And he was like, "Oh wow," and then
They were coming in my live going, some guy just gave Devin a white feather. And everybody was like, what? And I was like, I bet you it was the shaman.
and it was fascinating. So today I'm back in Myrtle Beach now, and I'm walking down the beach, and there's a bunch of people in the room this morning. It was like 100 and something people, and all of a sudden, Sweetie comes in.
Yeah.
And I forget what she said now.
Whatever it was, you went, Sweetie, and I heard the way the recognition in your voice, and then I was like, what's happening? Like I was trying to put it together, and then you said, oh, he said,
I was like, so now I know who Sweetie is, because I was trying to rationalize it and make it make sense that whole time. I was like, maybe he said spirit. Then I'm like, no, I know he said Sweetie, because I said it to everybody. I'm like, Sweetie. And then when she came in the room, I was like, it took my breath away. And I was like, there's Sweetie. And she was like, all of this resonates with me so much. I'm so glad I found this page. And like I could totally use some healing. And I'm like, get a hold of me. Let's work together. So then it was like a connection. So it was like premonition maybe, or like a forward thought for spirit saying, pay attention, because these are the people that you need to work with.
Right. Yeah.
So it was fascinating to me for it to all come full circle for everybody who was in there. I was like, because most of the people that were in there this morning were there when I got the feather, and saying, Sweetie told me to give you this. And I'm like, who's Sweetie? Well, now I know who Sweetie is.
I love
that. So the point of the story is like, you might be asking questions, right? We might be asking spirit for questions, for guidance. And we can't put a time limit on when we will get our answers.
That's right. Which even more so is why we need to speak what we seek.
Yes.
And then just faith is going to come. And the spirit's timeline is on a universal timeline that is way different than ours, simultaneous in the eyes of spirit, I believe, while sometimes it could be 3 minutes to 3 years for us. Exactly. But one day it hits and you go, oh, okay, now I know.
That's what that was. And you're like, you make the connections, and it's just
Hi, Grayson.
Absolutely beautiful. I was just blown away this morning. I got
I
off the
got
line in my
chills.
car and I was like, ring, 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 Heather.
I immediately got
What the
chills.
what? Yeah, it
Right.
was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy beautiful.
Beautiful.
So
And the irony, not that this is so ironic, but is that normally when you come on live, I'm still live. But today I was so cold that I had gotten off, so I was able to actually enjoy your entire live
yeah, that
and
was really nice.
interact with all of your followers. And good chills, Grayson, never bad. I only get chills when it's coming from spirit and it's good, and the kind of thing.
Yeah,
I mean, for me, are you the same there, Devin?
yeah,
Yeah, if it's negative, it doesn't even reach my point of vision.
yeah. We have energetic blocks up,
That's
energetic
right.
screens. Everything gets filtered, and um, we don't acknowledge any negative energies.
Not only not acknowledge, I don't have to acknowledge it because I never see it, feel it.
Yeah, yeah,
But there is some creepy shit that happens in this house. I'm gonna say,
yeah. I can believe that.
like, yeah,
That's a whole nother conversation. I don't even think
yeah.
we could talk about
No,
that.
no, 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 no. I'm not trying to. It's
Yeah, yeah. But it was just interesting, and I was just great. I'm just grateful
me
for
too.
the connection that I have with spirit and all the beautiful things that
Yes.
happen, and our connection, and how beautifully things seem to unravel in our awareness, and how in tune we are with each other.
Yeah, and so I guess I kind of lost my point in the beginning. Aside from my stress on my end, it was like we planned this event, and it just bam, 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 in a matter of time, it happened,
Yeah,
and there was nothing that could stop it. Not the weather, not being able to, not having a venue, not
right.
nothing could stop it because it was.
And they say, the closer you get to like something really good and positive happening, the more things are going to try to knock you off, of your
Mhm.
equilibrium. They're going to try to knock you down. Uh,
Test.
yeah, they're testing you. So just if you have a goal, if you have something that you want to achieve in your life, stay the course. Do not allow roadblocks, bumps in the road to deter you
Don't give
from
up.
going after what it is that you want, as long as it's for the good of all humanity, right? And as long as it causes no harm.
That's right. And don't give up on it,
Yeah, don't.
especially something that you're
You
called
never
to.
know when it's going to be like, "Phew, I can't believe this is
Not
amazing."
today, Satan.
Yes, that's right. Don't give up, Grayson says. That's right, Grayson. Don't you give up. So I am so grateful for you, and I'm grateful for Spirit, and for everybody who came and enjoyed that event with us. It was definitely healing and beautiful.
It was.
Yeah, and I look forward to doing more.
Not, and I'm not going to even say a word about this because this was the best part. The day ago, green bean casserole you made. That junk was good.
I
I'm
wasn't.
still
Wasn't it
thinking about
good?
Devin's green bean casserole, y'all. I'm
It
grateful.
and I meant to bring you more, and I forgot.
That's all right. Never, never, Grayson. We would never leave you.
You want me to tell you the trick?
No, I
So
mean yes, but I still don't know that I would.
it's easy. Well, so my aunt got frozen French cut green beans instead
Okay.
of canned. Okay, which would be better. There's less salt. But the cream soup that I used, and you blanch them first, but the cream soup that I used was cream of chicken and cream of celery,
Oh, it's just.
cream of mushroom, which is what you usually put into a green bean casserole. And
I
then
love
you just mix
mushrooms.
it all
Yeah.
up, and you bake it for like 20 minutes, and then you put the onions on top and put it back in for like 10 minutes.
Well, first it looked like you put onions in and you mixed them, and then you put onions on top, or what? Did
No,
you?
I didn't put onions in the
There's
mix.
only onions on top.
Yep. The
Oh, that's right.
French
Somebody
fries.
else tried to mix them after they came out. That's right. And
Yeah,
I was
remember
like,
Scott was like,
uh-uh.
and I was like, "What are you mixing all that? You're gonna
I
make
was
them all
like, back
fuck?"
off the crunchies, man. Come on.
I'm like, quit sogging up the crunchies.
Me and him,
He was like, "I'm eating all this,"
went
and
at it over that.
he
No,
really loved it. He really loved it too.
I love picking on him though.
Now I have to make it for him more.
It's so good. It's so freaking good.
Oh, thank you. It was a good dinner. I'm so glad that you came and had dinner with us.
Me too. And I was so appreciative. It was beautiful.
It really was. It was really nice.
That's what that day is going to be about from this point forward. It's just my gratitude of people who are in my life and
Yeah.
that Spirit has sent me. And yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's amazing. So anything else you can think of that we experienced? There was a lot. I mean, we did a lot.
I'll tell you, like, it was really cool. I thought the bowls and you together was almost like y'all were working. It's like she was working off of what you were saying in the meditation. It was almost causing a feel.
She did a great job.
Adding a vibration to your words, but not for me in the room. I don't know how this sounded outside of the room, but your voice was never drowned out, and it complemented. It was cool.
And she did a great job with playing the bowls, because it's easy to have that reverberation get really loud and to drown things out. But she was also very aware of what I was saying and the meditation that I was in. Are you awake? Hello, thank you. And she was playing the bowls appropriate with the chakra that we were working on at the time. So
exactly.
it was amazing. She did an amazing job. And she did an amazing job in Sibby's private session after the event.
That's awesome. That's beautiful.
Yeah, she did. So I was really pleased to meet her.
I was pleased for y'all to meet because y'all are both like samesies energy with me, you know.
Yes. And I felt like I told you she looks exactly like somebody that I know. Thank you all so much for your gifts. And it was just crazy. Like it's just nuts. That happens a lot. I'm meeting a lot of people that look like people from like my former life. I say former life, but like
it's a recognition of their soul, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, but it was crazy. So I was really happy to have connected with her.
Yeah, Grayson, I think that different people have different ideas of that word, what God is. And so my first answer would be yes.
So Grayson asks the question, for those of you listening without the video, Grayson is here and asked the question if we believed in God. And the answer is yes.
And I believe that God makes, there's a saying, it's God, or maybe it's not God, but makes many doors to welcome all believers.
Yes.
And it was, some people believe that in a creator but I definitely have a divine connection to something way bigger than me.
Yes. I feel the same way. And I feel like, and we did a podcast on this, spirituality versus religion. It can be a fine line, but spirituality is more accepting of your own inner power and not being told that you have to worship something outside of yourself only, right? I believe religion is like forcing you to, idolize.
There's no rules.
And spirituality is more realizing that the God is within you as well. As a part of creation, you are part of God. That's what I believe.
London asks, my question is, do our spirit guides have gender? Some of them do, but I also have some that do not.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yes, Brittany, you're absolutely right. Brittany said God is everything, even us. Yes, I agree. That's right. I agree. Now, I also want it to be very clear that whatever you believe is what you're going to see, and is how your experience in this world, so to speak, is going to manifest for you. So it's okay for us all to have different beliefs. And I draw different, like we were talking about this too. I draw different nuggets from different religions. I mean, I have a tattoo of the Om on me, which, I pull from Hinduism. I do feel that sound when I chant it's the sound of creation.
Yeah.
And it is the sound of God.
Well, there you go. It's like, and that's a perfect example. Like that, the vibrational frequency that's created in your vocal cords when you're
Yeah.
doing that, it creates those frequencies that are healing, just like the bowls, just like
Exactly. Sound is very,
music.
very healing for sure.
And something that I've always found interesting, and this has always resonated with me, is that music and smiles are two things that cross over every boundary that we have as a world or a plane or
As a humanity of beings.
because right, the same person, I'm going to play these notes, and it doesn't matter what language you speak, that's what you're going to hear are these notes that I'm playing.
Yes.
So it's
Yes,
like
it transcends all the boundaries.
thank you. Yes, exactly.
Yes. That's absolutely right. And it's something like you can feel music, you can feel the vibrations, and it's one of the things that unites us on such a grand scale. Grand scale.
Yeah.
I think it's beautiful. I'm reading some comments here.
Oh yeah, I was looking. I saw the gray wolf. I was like, what? Tell me, because interesting, Grayson, that you saw a gray wolf since your name is Gray Sun. I wonder if it had anything to do with that.
Look at that. That is fascinating. For me, it was a large snake. Okay. I think that, your spirit guides, speaking with London now, your spirit guides can come in either one of the genders, or can come like as a blend of gender, or without gender, just as a higher divine being.
Or yeah, and I was saying yes to Grayson, talking about his great grandpa being the first Grayson. Wow, you nailed it, Grayson. That's exactly when you say something like that. That is who is trying to come through to you. You've recognized that. That's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Wow. London says, I don't know why I thought my guides were all males. It didn't occur to me that they could be female. So if you thought initially that they were coming in as masculine energy, then I would trust your first instinct. And you don't have to see them with your physical eyes or as a vision for you to know that they are there.
Usually your first intuition of what you feel is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Don't second guess yourself.
Yeah, and then you get caught up in this swirling doubt. You're like, I don't know up from down, I don't know right from left. Just trust yourself. And continue to do, all over YouTube, you guys, there's meditations you can do, guided meditations, to go and meet your spirit guides, or go and meet your inner child or your do that work. Show up for yourself and do that. Tonight I'll be live doing a guided meditation because I was not live last night. So tonight I will be doing a live guided meditation with Reiki. I don't know who we're going to meet or hang out with because I let spirit guide us.
But it's so fun to do. I love, love, love all meditations. Like I've said before, I have a little app. It's a free app or whatever, but you can kind of pick. it's like me picking my movie for the for the night. Like, what am I going to do? Okay, and then within each thing that you're trying to work on, whether it's oh wow, there's like a huge hawk right outside my squirrel. Okay,
Tell us.
whether it's healing, whether I'm trying to meet spirit guide, whatever it is, there's different things in every area that would watch it take me so daggone long, they're gonna be gone. It shoot.
Girl, you're funny.
I'm going
So,
on
Grayson, tonight's meditation is it's a guided meditation. I'll be delivering Reiki. Just come in. It's at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just lie down, make yourself sit, however you like to meditate, and come in. You open heart, open mind.
You'll go to sleep by the time she's done. I mean, if you're like me, I flow into a peaceful sleep that the meditation kind of walks me into a almost like I want to say a lucid dream, but I think that that's possible for anybody, but I've kind of made it that way. That's the way I roll. Okay, hold
Set
on.
your intention for that.
You hear it?
I can hear it. Yeah.
It's a crow. It's not a hawk.
Wow.
It's a big ass crow.
This is good. Are you climbing out into the?
Yeah, I'm on the roof. For those of you who are on video, I mean, only on audio, Heather is on the roof. Talking a crow.
Yes, Brittany, we love the birds. We love the birds so much.
I do. And over there, look, let me show y'all. I can't zoom in when I'm on the split screen, but do you see that tree that's like broken right there?
Yeah.
Then there's a hole. I think there's an owl in there.
Ooh.
Yeah. I've been having owl things happen. And I was out here the other day just having the time of my life. And I was like, wow, I think there's an owl in that hole. I think it's a little screech owl.
Oh, I love it.
I know, they're so cute, right?
So cute. Well, this was amazing. I love it.
I love it too. I love you too.
I love you. You have anything else you want to add before we end it?
No.
Thank you for the heart pulse and the gifts. You guys are amazing.
You want to get on my roof? Come on, Grayson. Bring your butt to Virginia Beach.
I love you, Britt. Thank you, guys. I love all of you. You guys are amazing.
Y'all have a beautiful day.
Just me, Wendy. Are you miss the event on Saturday?
It's okay. I talked to Cindy was in my live also, and she was like, I don't have a good excuse. I was just on the beach, and I was like, that's a great excuse. Like,
yeah,
whatever your soul is telling you to do right now is the perfect thing to do.
Yeah, she should just have done what she did.
Right? Yep, I love it.
Always right where you're supposed to be.
That's right.
So Wendy, tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we are doing the guided meditation with Ricky. Hopefully you can make it, all of you. But we all love you. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out with us for a little bit. And we will see you next time.
Yep. Love you.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye.